watched my neighbors turn into killers. The true story of Rwanda. They used to play together, children from both sides of the village, Hutu and Tutsi, chasing goats up the hill, stealing mangoes from the market, laughing at the same jokes, drinking from the same streams. There were no sides back then, just names, just people. But then came the whispers. First it was the radio, a deep voice that told them the Tutsis weren't people, they were inyenzi, cockroaches, that they were the reason for their poverty, that they were spies, traitors, enemies. The children still played, but the parents had changed. There were fewer shared meals, more locked doors. And when the president's plane fell from the sky one quiet April night in 1994, everything snapped. The roadblocks came first. Men in the street with machetes and lists. Printed lists, names of people. Tutsis, entire families. They weren't soldiers, they were neighbors, school teachers, mechanics, church deacons. But now they had red cloth tied to their heads and rage in their eyes. People started running. Some hid in churches, believing no one would dare spill blood in a house of God. But even the churches became slaughterhouses. Priests locked the doors, not to protect them, but to keep them in, to make it easier. In one town, a mother ran with her 3 children into the bush. For days they lived on rainwater and raw roots. Her youngest cried too loudly. She had to choose between hiding and being found. That choice haunts the trees of Rwanda even now. Others weren't lucky enough to run. Whole families were tied together with rope. Parents, children, grandparents, one by one, they were hacked to death. The killers laughed. Some even prayed before raising the blade. They believed they were cleansing the country. The river was red. So many bodies were thrown into the Kagera River that it carried them across borders. Into Uganda, into Lake Victoria. Even fish stopped swimming. But what's worse than death was silence. The world knew. The news cameras came. Later. But when it mattered, when children screamed and mothers begged, the world turned away. The United Nations pulled its peacekeepers. Foreign embassies flew their citizens out but left the Rwandans behind. The radio kept playing. Day and night it listed names. Find them, it said. Kill them before they kill you. It wasn't just a genocide. It was a neighbor killing a neighbor. A man turning on the boy he once fed. A wife turning in her husband's best friend. It was the complete collapse of humanity. By the time the silence returned, 800,000 people were dead in just 100 days. And yet, Rwanda survived, sharing the same rain, but in the soil beneath them. The bones still whisper, subscribe to Luminari for more dark history.